I think I am. I'm alive. Good morning, everyone. Fun fact. I have not slept for 24 hours. So here we go. Books, 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 books. Where are my books? So I was going to stream crafting today, but I decided to not do that since I have not slept. I didn't want to hurt myself or ruin any of the models, so today we're going to do something very special for this weekend. This weekend at a local bookstore, I'll be running a game for a bunch of players. We'll be running Alien RPG. GM screen. But I want to do some prep work, and I thought, why not do some prep work with y'all? So, making sure I get all my books and my prep work for you, and we can dive right into it. Okay, so there's that. Okay, next thing. It's the music. Is the music up? Yeah, it's setting a good mood. Ah, there we go. Looking for one more book. We're making a second find that. My sleepy brain probably should be able to find it. Up in this corner. Found it. Here we go. Return of the Lazy Dungeon Master and Alien RPG. So at the local bookstore, I'm going to be running Alien RPG, and I've run this adventure a couple times in the past, so I figured I'll run the same one. I don't think any of these players have run it or played it. It's in the back of this book, the core rules. Come on, fingers. There it is. Hope's Last Day. In reference to, I believe it's called Hardly. No, not Hardly. Hadley's Hope. So if you've seen the second Alien movie, Aliens, you'll know Hadley's Hope is a colony on the moon where the first Alien movie found the derelict ship. This is the base where, not really a base, but yeah, it's a base where the Marines and Ripley go to in Aliens. The story of this is, how did that one person get the face hugger and the place get populated by a bunch of aliens? So that's the scenario. Do a little reworking, but I kind of just want to get prep done, be ready for this weekend, and we can have a good time being in the mood of aliens. Okay, so do I want to write it? Yeah, I want to handwrite. Okay. So first thing, Lazy Dungeon Master. We go to the 4-8. view characters. Make a strong start. Secrets and clues. Locations. NPCs. Monsters. Special items. Great. Reviewing the characters. We're going to do pre-made characters. We want to use the pre-made that are in here. We can. We have an officer, marine, pilot, scientist, and roughneck. That's actually a good list of characters for the players that are set up to play. So we essentially have one of every career. So, characters. We have officer whose buddy is the pilot. Yep. We have marine whose buddy is the scientist. Interesting. Scientist. Are they called the heavy? Roughneck. Makes sense. Okay. Officer rival is the marine. So if you don't know the Alien RPG, the buddy and rival system is a really solid thing that you can incorporate in your D&D games if you want. Basically, it's pre-established between you and maybe a couple other characters who are friends and who are not friends. This sets up the possibility of making social encounters easier in a roleplay setting. You know that if your rival is disagreeing with you, it is not them as a person, you know it's them as a character, and the part of the game is telling them that you were supposed to disagree with this other person. So they're rivals. The pilot's rival is the roughneck. Interesting. Next page. Scientist. Great. Personal agenda. You don't show it, but you love the people of Hope. Now your friends are dying and you must take revenge on the corporates. Again, I have not slept for 24 hours. Here we go. Revenge on the corporates for causing this crisis. So I'm going to change some of this. I think it's important that we kind of take a leap and go to outline potential scenes mixed with strong start. So kick off the action. Here we go. Nice strong start. As the scenario starts, the team staggers into the west airlock, weary from their long walk. The PCs hear a distant voice taking over the intercom. It's obscured by static, but they can make out the following. This is an emergency message. All colonists must immediately assemble at the main storeroom on the sub-level for safety. What? 24 hours, just kick it in. After several repeats, the message cuts out. The PCs get no response. In the dead silence, they hear a gunshot and a loathsome scream that echoes through the ventilation ducts. Okay. I have a potential idea on saying one or more people are hurt. So then you get to the med bay, someone's hurt. Wow, tiredness is really just quickly sneaking up on me. Okay. The reason why I want this, because right now there's no actual mission. How to get the hell out of Dodge. That's the plan. Well, what we want is to incentivize our players to go into the dungeon. And once they get what they need, is to get out. So I'm going to say PCs are injured. They need to get to the medical bay. Once they get to the medical bay, that's where they find what they need, medicine, med kits, and then they get out. That's the logic. Great. Is there an actual medical bay somewhere in here? Or do I just have to transform a room? -1, level 2, level 1. Level 2. And then there's an air pad just outside. Let's see. Chief Medical Office. Hey, I see you. And then there's a med lab on 2nd level. I like that being on 2nd level. Okay. So we can add Chief Medical Office, 1st floor, and then we have the Med Lab, which is on 2nd. The Med Lab has the med kit. The Chief Medical Office will have the passcode for Med Lab. Where should they go? So they can have a passcode or a passcode and a key. That's my logic. I like to take a bit of inspiration from Alien Isolation when I think about game design in this setting. Where would that key card be? No, it doesn't look like there's any interesting place where they could go get it. Okay. They get the passcode for the med lab. They head to the med lab, get the med kit. And then they can get out, basically. At the med lab, we have a dead face hugger and a chest bursted corpse. That makes sense. And we will put a med tape. So what med tape is this. A cassette tape. Because they will be able to find tapes with lore and context, and they have to play it at the table. So the med tape will establish face hugger and chest burster. My thinking is if we go to, there's a corporate office. Commercial office and corporate office. There it is, administrator's office. Okay. And we'll check the other rooms and stuff in the adventure to lock some things down. I just want to add this one specific plot line and like puzzle mechanic. If they get the passcode, triggers xenomorph. What am I forgetting? I'm forgetting to sleep. That's what I'm forgetting. Okay. Block A. A1 is offices. Yeah. Housing. Commercial offices. That's not what I wanted. Air traffic control is over there. Yay, great. Air traffic control. There's a single corporate shovel. Shovel? Shuttle. Dan! Hades. Hope everyone's having a great day. I'm in a pretty good mood. I haven't slept since yesterday. And literally, it's kicking in. Okay. They get to the med bay. They get to the medical office. Get the passcode. Go to the med lab. They can go to the med lab before, but then they can't open the door. I think it's a passcode plus key to avoid like just spamming numbers. If they go to the med lab first, they can't get in, so that means they have to then work their way back down to the medical office just to get the passcode and key. Now, once they get the key and the passcode, what do they want to do? They want to get out of the dungeon as fast as possible. So, they'll want to eventually get to the air traffic control. Do you guys hear music? Because I don't hear music. There we go. Make it air traffic control. Prep, ship, take off. Those maps are very intricate. There's likely xenomorph at air traffic control. I'll do 1d6. Okay, so this is the main thing. Get in there, get medical supplies, and get out. Air traffic control. So we have characters. We have an officer, a marine, and a scientist. Let's look at the character agendas and how we can manipulate that to expand the game on the player's end. How does the alien system work? It's a D6 pool system. So, I grab my dice. If I can find my dice and then grab them. One step at a time for this sleepy bear. So you have two sets of dice that you're working with. You can just use D6s if you want. You don't need the official dice. I like the official dice. So you most of the time you're going to refer to the common black die. When you roll to do a task, if you think in D&D, right, you have a modifier for an attribute like strength, and then you have a skill like athletics. Whatever the modifiers are for strength, let's say you have a +3 in strength, that's 3 black dice. And let's say you have a +2 in your athletics, that's 2 more. You're gonna roll these. You have a success if you get 1 6 out of the D6. If you get more than 1 6, it's a critical success. Right? So they want to use their strength for a thing. Look at that. Got a critical success. It feels like the dice didn't roll, but it's okay. As your characters get stress, they get the yellow die added into the dice pool. A 6 still functions as another 6, so the chances of success increase. But if you get a natural 1 on the yellow, it's a little face hugger, and that is a critical failure. And that's how the dice work. So what does the scientist want? Whaling Yutani inspection team won't be so snooty if you can leapfrog them and get an alien to company first. Okay. So the scientist wants, let's put a big want, an alien. Great. What does the pilot want? Your Whale Yutani sleeper agent. Okay, whoever picks the pilot is a droid. Interesting. Oh, is it similar to Vampire the Masquerade? Not exactly, but similar. Okay. So the pilot is a sleeper agent. So what? Android, alien. Ex-Marine. Some people fight inner demons. You've been sent these creatures to test your faith in God. Okay, the Marine. What do you want? Like, that's an attitude, not a want. What does the Marine want? We have officer. Okay, the officer wants everyone to live. Marine, himself to live. Love that. Then we have the roughneck. You know about the alien ship? No, but yeah, okay. Save team. Get paid. Oh no, the 24 hours of no sleep is hitting me so hard. Oh. Okay. NPCs. We have a roughneck NPC and a scientist NPC. So the scientist wanting an alien will mix things up. I need to have places where the alien eggs are going to be. Well, the scientist can always look at the med lab and she'll find the dead face hugger. That's a good organism. But if she finds a living one, it'll be better. Let's see. I don't think she wants to trap a xenomorph. Or like Ken. I don't think you can do that because not in this adventure. So your real bet is getting an egg or face hugger. Or knowing that a facehugger will inject a baby xenomorph, you might want that. Okay. So along the way, though, we need... Woo, guys. That tiredness is hitting me hard. We'll see how long I actually last. This might be a short stream. So we have other locations. Med lab. Armory. We have... Billy's Bar. I like this. So we'll do Billy's Bar. And there is an NPC trapped. Okay. I'm losing it, guys. Losing my mind. Mass housing areas where the last stand of the remaining colonists. Okay. Wrote down somewhere the types of weapons. Okay. It kind of goes to items. What items can they find? Flashbang. Basically taking it out of alien isolation and shoving it into here. Smoke bomb. Noisemaker. Flare. Might have a few. Okay. So those are the major items. Flashbang, smoke bomb, noisemaker, flare, revolver, shotgun, rifle. Wrench slash crowbar, motion tracker. What's my favorite Alien movie? I'm a big fan of the original. It's a bit slow, but I sometimes really enjoy that. Romulus jumped right up to number 2, honestly. Number 3, I have to rewatch Aliens again, the second one. Because in my head right now, Covenant and Aliens are tied. Let's see. Alien 3, the only thing I really like about Alien 3 is, settle down, there we go, is the fact that there's a queen face hugger, a royal face hugger as they call it, where they have two sacks. One sack carries a ready to go queen, and the other sack carries a drone. Is it a drone or is it a soldier? I can't remember. I can't. So this will create light and light tracks. I actually enjoyed the new alien. It was cool how they are regular people again instead of soldiers or scientists. Exactly, I really agree. And they're not stupid. Like the technology that they have is advanced for us, but it's common tools for them, and I really like that. That's how you get fancy, fancy sci-fi stuff in the hands of normal people. Smoke bomb. Hides. Flashbang. Hide slash stun. We are, Stig. I've been up for 24 hours doing client work, and it's just hitting me how tired I am. My eyes are heavy, to say the least. I had everything planned out that I wanted to work on this stream, and I can just feel my brain just slowing down, like trying to race as fast as you can through muck and tar. Because on top of these items, something I want to do are the tapes, which is have these tapes that I can record audio on using this bad boy. And then the players have to find these tapes. And then we put the tapes in and they can listen to the clues. Some of the lore hidden in here. One of the tapes I was going to have is in the med lab. And that is monster lore. So my script that I'm working out, and the plan is to work on the stream, assuming I can stay awake, is to record all the times that the scientist at the med lab is kind of like recording their work with this creature that's wrapped around a patient's face, and it tells you the carnage that ensues. But this needs to lead to a new location. That's not in my script. That's something that I just realized needs to happen. So in that tape, we need to also mention armory. And it needs to mention air traffic. But the problem with the air traffic is lights are out. Need to reset the power. So they can't take off unless they have the lights on and the power running to the ship. I'm still having a good yesterday. At the armory, that'll be where all the guns. All the guns. Nowhere else. And this is locked. Let's look at the map. Is it an easy clue to have them go somewhere else to get the key? So, chief office there. Med lab there. Billy's bar over there. Which works on both ends. What do we have here? Corporate office. Housing. Offices. Commercial offices. Offices. Yeah, they would want to go to the corporate office. Corporate office is right there. Where's the armory? The armory downstairs? They could take this ladder. Where's the armory? My sleepy eyes can't see it. I might have to sleep and stream this like when I wake up. This is really hard to focus. After 24 hours, whew. Brickmaster, what's up? Yeah, so I am running a game at the local library for a bunch of players who wanted to play Alien. And it's a good refresher of the rules and the system for me. Staying up all night to finish a project is a bittersweet feeling. Yeah, it really is. I finished my work at like just a couple hours before streaming, and I was like, oh, I'll try to stay up and get to the streaming part and see if I can make it through streaming. Didn't say the magical words. Didn't do it. But the plan is to run the game for some local people that want to play the game, and it's a good refresher for me. I can get into it, and it sets the groundwork of locking in this dungeon, so I can also try it in a different system that I've been really interested in called Mothership RPG. Check it out. It's, so far I understand, it's really kick-ass. I'll take a quick flight over and be there for the game. Okay, so a PC is hurt. They have to go to the medical med lab. They go to the med lab, it's locked. They have to go to the chief medical office to get the key. They get it, they have to go back up to the med lab. Great. At the med lab, they get the medicine they need and this tape. This tape is evidence for the scientists that there is alien life at this station. It will mention the armory, that it exists. It will mention air traffic control, that to get off the planet they need to power it up. How do they need to power it up? They need to go to a generator place, wherever that would be. I think it would be maintenance bay. And they have to reset the power. Okay. And then they can head over to air control. if they go to the armory, where is it? Where would it be? Is that it? There it is. It's on the second floor. So once they get into the med lab, the armory is just around the corner. That's great. If I make the armory locked, where do they go to get it? Corporate office, which is just again down the hall. That's okay. I think we can do that. Okay. They get the key, they head back to the armory, open it, get the guns, and then they have to go downstairs. They're on second floor, so they have to go 2 floors down to get here. Down here, the housing area, the mass housing, is probably the xenomorph nest. So they have to deal with that to get to the maintenance bay. In the commander's room, the corporate office, I'll put another tape. I'll call that corporate tape. I don't know what's going to be on the corporate tape. We can mention the armory one more time. We can mention the maintenance bay to power air traffic. And then, you know, the plot with Billy's bar with an NPC trapped in there. I think we can, that'll be fine. That'll be a nice, like, being a hero and helping. That alone's going to fill up the time slot, I think. Understanding all those different locations. Still got to flesh out the NPC. Still need to flesh out the monsters. We'll probably have a couple... We'll probably have 2 encounters for facehuggers. The xenomorph is going to be triggered by getting the key code, passcode, to get to MedLab. That'll be the first time I actually reveal a xenomorph. So every time before that would be sounds, noises, or remains. Trying to build the tension. Maintenance bay, they have to get through a very hive-like space. Yeah, I think they'll cover it, surprisingly. What's going on in my head? What's the actual game supposed to be? It's a little overcrowded and overfilled. That's what it looks like. Oh. Damn. Dang, I really wanted to get deeper. I can't concentrate. All my focus is in keeping my eyes open. Okay, so here's the plan. Here's my plan for you guys. If I move this here. There we go. Here's the plan, everybody. The gracious plan, the great plan, the wonderful plan, the fantastical plan. Fantastic Spider-Man. Okay, so the plan is, I'm gonna go sleep. When I get up, we'll continue this stream then. I don't know, what is that from now? 8 hours from now, 16 o'clock, 4 o'clock p.m. Pacific. Yeah, let's say an 8-hour sleep window, right? Let's try. If I miss it, the game is on Sunday. You know what? What time is the game on Sunday? Because if I miss the backup stream, I want to know. I want to know when we can stream again. Here we go. That's tough. Okay, so if I go take a nap, aka sleep, see y'all in 30 hours. No, maybe. Gosh. Like if I sleep, I mean, I'll stream tonight. Depending on my sleep schedule, I will stream tonight and we get it done. That's the way I'm thinking it. Or I sleep, fix my schedule, and I can stream tomorrow morning, where everyone's schedule is not crazy and messed up. That's also a possibility. I think that's a very positive possibility. We have a general layout for locations, plot, so potential scenes. Strong start, we need to lock that in a little bit better. Lock in our NPC. Write out our secrets and clues. We're going to be using the 2 tapes for those. We might want to come up with a couple more to have them, like, if they go to access terminals and want to look what's going on, I can have some ideas prepped for that. If you put a lab coat, you would look like a mad scientist. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, someone sees my true self. Special items, monsters. We really gotta go through the monsters, and then we can have to make sure everything's tethered right together. Okay. I think this is gonna work. Cool. I rolled dice to see what happens, and you'll find out what I rolled when I stream again. Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm getting ready to go to sleep because I stayed up for 24 hours doing some work. I was hoping to get through this stream. I cannot. I now know that I can't pull an all-nighter and then stream. Hey, lessons learned. We'll pick the stream up either after I wake up, depending on the time and how much work I have to get done, or we'll do it tomorrow morning. I'll drop it on a community post and Discord what to expect after I wake up. All right? I think if I communicate with you guys, you'll be fine. I believe in you. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. You guys are awesome. I genuinely, even tired, can't say words, can't think sentences, slurring words like sentences. But you know what? I'm so glad to see you guys here. I really am. I'm so tired. All right, guys. Almost fell asleep right there. Guys, thank you so much. And you know what? Normally I say, in case I don't see you, good night. But in this single moment, it is true. Good night.